feel so high, you.
Hello. So this is a video for you on empowerment in connection with relationships. And starting off the week, really, these are themes that have been coming in, and everyone at a collective level has been working strongly with these themes. And this is why the sidereal zodiac is so powerful, because in sidereal astrology, we're actually in Aries and Libra with the north and the south nodes, and Uranus, at times disruptive but liberating planet, can come in and create big changes. Depending on whether you interact with those changes or not will be really down to the power of your free will. But with the relationship planet Venus there and just being conjunct with it just before the full moon, we have had a really powerful time at a collective level, as well, with this conjunction between healing conjunction of Chiron and Mars, now coming out of it next week. It's almost as if the waters may have settled, clarifications may have come through, and opportunities to liberate yourself from past patterns, karmic partners. We have here this opposition right now between Uranus and the South Node. It's in a 4-degree orb conjunct with the North Node, but this opposition may show up as unexpected or spontaneous situations in connection with any relationships, romantic and other relationships, depending on especially where this South Node is showing up in your chart, in your houses. It could be work, family, but interpersonal relationships. For many, there is going to be a focus there on the romantic partner. But this South Node here in Libra is so much connected with past experiences in connection with relationships, getting stuck in the past, being stuck in the past, being stuck in the familiar. And Uranus is coming along going, you know what? Are you going to liberate yourself from this? Are you ready? Are you going to do it? Or are you going to keep going through the same cycles? And now what's so powerful, and I use the word powerful because this is really what Pluto embodies. There is this rebirthing process that is happening. And with Pluto in a trine there with Venus, now after having gone through that conjunction, this Pluto-Venus trine is an empowering communication between these celestial bodies to support any ongoing, potentially disruptive, painful, or just changes within relationships, and also observing how any relationships, being it romantic, work, family, friends, how are those relationships triggering you? When we have oppositions, those oppositions can often show up as external situations or people coming along and triggering us. Now, as this is a collective celestial transit between the two, you might be the one doing the triggering and being within that Uranus energy, or you might be the one kind of experiencing what past patterns that you need to cut and let go from and re-empower yourself. And you might be experiencing them both at different times. But ultimately here it's about reestablishing a new sense of self, Uranus and Aries, and your goals, your dreams, your destiny point. Where are you moving towards in connection with yourself, your identity, you, and not being dependent on the partners or the people in your life. You know, you're going to know where that shows up for you. There may be a part of you, you know, you might be someone who's dependent on your friends. You might be someone who's dependent on your partner. Wherever you're dependent, this is the time that actually is a moment to reflect and go, am I going to talk about this or am I going to let it be? because Uranus can come in and trigger some things and you just want to talk about it and figure it out. But actually, this is not about you being dependent. It's about you standing on your own 2 feet and actually seeing the wood for the trees, seeing the truth. And this is really what this full moon in Scorpio had the potential to reveal to us all, some deep truths. And often those truths, as we view them externally, are mirroring to us where we need to let go, where we need to detach, how we need to re-see ourselves in a relationship, how we need to re-see the relationship from a viewpoint of me. How can I change? And observing how you are the one needing to do the work. And if that work is about creating big change to let go and to release and to walk away from a partnership, well, that requires strength. And that may be part of this Uranus transit that you're having, okay, that we're all having. But it might also be you liberating yourself from past patterns that actually hold and weigh your relationship down because you're stuck in past relationship habits. And ultimately, it just needs a soft touch sometimes to create the change. It's not about, being over forceful. It's the strength card in the tarot. The jaws of the lion. The woman opens the jaws of the lion with no effort at all. And really, this is at a collective level what we're being invited to do at this time, I sense. Especially with this Mars conjunct Chiron, there is some powerful and potentially painful experiences and actions towards healing available. Here in this version, she's actually sitting on top of the lion, but in the minor arcana, the tarot weight, she's opening the jaws of the lion with no effort at all, and actually it's a major arcana. So yeah, in the Tarot de Marseille as one of the major arcana cards of strength, and actually it comes up as number 11 in the Tarot de Marseille in the original tarot deck, but then they changed it to 8 in more recent editions. But I sense that to be a good archetype to be working with right now, just this sense of allowing, and by allowing, empowering yourself, because there'll be a moment where you go, okay, I'm going to make the change now. Or you might be feeling this shift. You might have been feeling this shift the last few weeks. Things have been moving and some powerful conjunctions have been happening. On top of that, through the whole of eclipse season, we had a Uranus eclipse there as well. So Uranus has been very, very strong in the sky lately. And what's getting overlooked on really from the astronomical point of view is that, the tropical zodiac is talking about it being in Taurus, when actually the energetic pulse that we're receiving is a much more kind of erratic and fiery Uranus in Aries and on the Aries Libra axis of relationships. So the theme of relationships will likely have been huge for the collective over the last weeks, months, I'd say 4 to 6 weeks, a real big theme around this, maybe even further back. But there is this opportunity now to take action towards the change that has revealed itself. And with Pluto trine Venus, it's now the time to empower yourself, to make any final adjustments, and just to keep going and observe the deep shifts that you've been working with, if that is something if that is the energy that you have allowed yourself to tap into, there is that here, one of powerful, spontaneous, unexpected change and deep empowerment in relationships. So that's it for this video, and let me know how you like it, thoughts. I would love to read your comments. I would love to hear your astrological experiences in connection with the sidereal at this time, and I look forward to seeing you again.